So this tutorial is about how to record with mics on the Zoom H4n. And we're going to show you a couple other basics if you haven't used the recorder before. The power and volume controls are on the left side of the recorder. To turn it on, you just hold it to the right and it'll snap back to the middle and it will start booting up. While that's going on, we'll go ahead and show you the right side of the recorder. You've got the SD slot, your record level, your menu button, and your dial for navigating through the menu. Just want to show you some things in the menu before we start recording. If you hit the menu button and scroll down to REC for record, it will have the record format. We're always going to want to record at 4816 because that matches all the cameras we use. What 4816 stands for is 48 kilohertz, which is the sample rate, and 16-bit, which is the bit depth. This is the same as HD, DV, almost everything we use. You can actually record at higher sample rates and bit depths, and even in MP3s, but we don't want to do that for what we're recording since we're shooting along with cameras that are all 4816. So always keep it on that, and note that if you go out to the main screen, it'll always tell you what your sample rate and bit depth are. Now, the inputs that we're using, inputs 1 and 2, are mic inputs. You can plug in XLR cables. You can also plug in tip ring sleeve balanced 1/4-inch cables, which we don't run into that often, but as long as they're mic level, feel free to plug them into these two inputs. One of the most common requests we get is how to record wireless mics using this recorder. It's really pretty simple. These are mic inputs. So usually the only thing you have to do is adjust the input level once you see signal in the recorder. Just plug in any microphone into the bottom, and in this instance we're using Electrosonics wireless kit. You're going to hit the record button once. It will flash red, which will simply tell you that you're passing signal but not recording. You'll see levels here, and right now it looks like our levels are really set too high. So we're going to hit the number 1 button. It will bring our input level up. Oops. It will bring our input level up, and we're just going to dial this back. Just from testing these out, it looks like an input level of 45 is a good strong signal. It's not too loud. As I said in the previous demo, you always want to keep a little bit of headroom up here just for unexpected stuff. And I'd say you really don't want to see peaking happen above -6. So we should be able to record now. And you'll notice that you've got time running. There is no time code on these recorders, but we will make an effort always to make sure that the date and time is set when we send these out. So it should be easier, if not easy, to synchronize this stuff with stuff we've shot on cameras. Hit stop to stop. You'll have a short wait and you've just recorded a file. You can also use shotgun microphones with the recorder. We've got a wireless lav going into channel 1, and we've got a Sennheiser shotgun mic plugged into channel 2. We don't have a battery in the microphone right now, but you can actually phantom power microphones from the recorder. You hit menu. Oops, you actually have to hit menu. If you hit menu and scroll down to input, select it, and scroll down past the first screen to phantom, select it, and you're going to choose plus 48 volts, which is pretty standard. I'm not sure we'd have any mics that would use 24 volts. Plus 48 volts is what we want to use. Hit menu twice to get out of the menu and back to the record screen. And now we've got a level on our shotgun mic in channel 2. Just like with channel 1, we want to make sure that our levels aren't too high, so just checking this. It looks like we're actually clipping if we're too loud there, so we're going to go into our input level settings and dial that back a bit. And again, we've found that a level of about 45 is a nice safe level generally for most microphones. Shotguns may be a little different, and all microphones honestly will be slightly different than others. So it'll be a case-by-case situation. But there you go. Hit record and you've got one channel of wireless audio as well as a channel of shotgun mic, which could be helpful for a small portable sound unit.